The following program is meant for adult audiences only. If you are easily offended, you are choosing to be offended by continuing to watch. If jokes upset you, whether bad or good, you might end up crying. Being a bitch in life is difficult, I imagine, but you must find a way to continue. For all the haters and lurkers, hope you enjoy the show. For the bigot army, enjoy the show. Don't be a pussy.
そうだ。テレビつけてもいいぞ。
冒険アニメ
よりによって
サイレンサー付きの拳銃だと
ワクワク
There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call
the Grifter Zone.
Oh, you found your moo.
My crew is big and it keeps getting bigger. That's because Jesus Christ is.
Man, I want to get drunk in a hotel room with you.
That might be taken
Crazy.
out of context.
Gay, gay, gay.
Oh. Hypno. How is it my fault? What? The bragging gifted this and I'm immediately called an anti-Semite? Come on, dog.
Bruh.
What are these characters? Nazi furry? Hypno, why would you do this to me? Said, welcome to Goonergate. Protect your booty hole.
What's up, nerds? It's Alyssa Mercante, Kotaku senior editor, and
nobody even wants you here.
And I would take her to Chili's, maybe. You know, like, genuinely, I just want the best for her. Genuinely.
Listen, if it was consensual and you didn't hate the Jews, I'd fuck the shit out of you. I would.
What did he say? People are gonna clip that. You know that I don't.
Clip it. I know you don't. Come on. But that's the thing. Why can't we have fun?
Bruh.
That's an interesting way of putting. That makes sense.
He's jealous. Fuck yeah. Been knew I was that bitch. I didn't need a man to tell him to fuck.
And Hypnotic again, member for 1 month. Thank you. Enjoy First Berserker. What's that black stuff between an elephant's toes? Slow natives. Wait.
Wild.
Yeah. On the other end of the spectrum. Yes.
Okay.
I'd say that goes out of dad into dark, but sure, yeah.
Definitely dark.
Somebody replies and it says, "This is embarrassing." And he says, "Not as embarrassing as your take on trans kids. It was not researched. It was cruel and it had no basis in facts. So forgive me if I don't take all your takes that seriously." Who's this person?
Bruh.
Look at the fucking thumbnail. God of Cock Meltdown. Oh my God, look at this. Oh man. Yeah, sure. Trans kids, for sure, man.
Right, but you're giving an opinion on an article with a headline that's inflammatory. So the fact that you're giving an opinion on what's on screen,
Did I focus on the inflammatory nature of the headline?
Well, can I assume that everything in this article you would agree with?
You shouldn't assume. It makes an ass out of yourself and me.
Okay, so
down his timeline, you're gonna see a lot of ass and titties. Okay, me on my Twitter timeline, you ain't gonna see none of that. As a matter of fact, like I can show you, I can scroll down my entire news feed on Twitter. Why would you ruin my point? I'm trying. God damn. Why would you ruin it? I didn't do that. I don't know who this chick is. Why would you do that? I can't even edit it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Someone you love been canceled? Have you been the target of online harassment because of something you said or refused to be compelled to say by the mob? Did you mistakenly think you could be an individual, form your own opinions, and keep all of your friends?
Titty
Has your social
freakers.
credit score tanked because you had a conversation with, subscribe to, or follow someone who suffers from wrongthink? Have you been called a literal Nazi because you think taking care of one's physical health is important? Have you tried apologizing for your transgressions only to find out you actually poured gasoline on the they-them flames? Have you ever had a politically incorrect thought or, heaven forbid, made an off-color joke? Well, we here at the Office of the Cancelled are here for you. As a member of the club, we offer exclusive trading cards, black jackets, lapel pins, access to bomb shelters, as well as audio tracks from based artists that are sure to pump you up for a day at the range and get some of that much-needed two-way therapy. Remember, folks, you're only canceled if you let yourself be canceled, and every one of those collectivist NPCs can go fuck themselves.
Eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the cat, eat the cat. 15 years have I been waiting to stand up for my
I'll wait some time because the longer we wait, like the more realistic it'll be, you know, when he comes back to life. The touch of the black man in a woke story. The God hand shining down, shining upon thee. White man as you lay down. This white man and couple in background. Understand the power of a black man is a God hand.
Pro-black Twitter!
Breathe life into you. One touch is not enough from greatness. One touch from the black man. Watch me do it again. Kneel and be amazed at the touch of the black man. I bring life. I bring life.
Pro-black Twitter hoes!
That's right! That's right!
Robocock, don't clip that, no!
Bruh.
Oh God, that's getting clipped.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Oh shit. I was doing so good tonight too.
Drop, retard. Robocock. Bring out the bonus.
Hold on. Why is there 20 minutes of bullshit in the intro? I'll come back in an hour when it actually starts. I'll come back. I promise.
This motherfucker does not pay me to do this.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Hypnocast. That's right, we are live, boys. We are live. We're going to dive down the rabbit hole that is known as the internet. But before we do that, we need to bring it in close. Come on, get it in close. Let's go, boys. Bring it in. Hurry up, guys. Apparently, some people are highly impatient. They're highly impatient. Get in here and let's hug it out. Come on, hurry up. Get in here. Let's go. You listening? Listen very closely. If you're watching on YouTube, like the stream. Like it. If you're watching on Rumble, like the stream. If you're watching on Twitter, like the post. And if you are watching anywhere else, you also complain about the intro. So like the stream. Sincerely. Figure it out. Guys, can I get a mic check, please? Mic check, titty check, balls check. What are we checking, man? What are we checking? Jesus Christ. So it's been 2 days, and in my world, 2 days is like a month, where I feel like we miss everything, which we kind of did a little bit. We kind of missed the PlayStation State of Play. We got the Xbox showcase. I think Nintendo did something. I don't know. Everybody did something, but what else are we checking today, boys? Your mom check? Very nice. Thank you. Tanya Raven says birthday check. Is it your birthday today, Tanya Raven? Is it your birthday? Escalator check. That's interesting. Hypno is back check. Thank you. Missed Hypno check. Oh, thank you. Honey barbecue wings check. I'm jealous of you. I am not worthy check. Congratulations, old Mad Cad. You have been wrenched. Fish and fries check. Very nice. Virtual fighter let me down check. Oh, shit, Mike Howell. I'm sorry. Hypnotic had COVID? No, I wish it was COVID. I would deal with that. I'd rather deal with that. Short intro could be long check? Yeah, probably. Testicular fortitude check? Sounds about right. Toxin says, I am worthy check. There you go. LGB separation from TQ check? That's okay. That's different. Thought you were canceled again? Nope. Smash JT birthday check? Oh, that's what you're talking about? Yeah, it's Smash's birthday. Titty check? Very nice. Wolverine game is dead on arrival check. We're going to talk about Wolverine today. It should be fun. Missed you check. Thank you. Colonoscopy check. Ouch. That sounds painful. Finally chilling check. Hell yeah. All right, guys, listen, our ESG scores are at their maximum. We are fully funded. Like the stream. Let's do the Bigot Army roll call. Let's see who is in his chat right now. Aside from former Kotaku urinalists, Black Samurais that unfortunately did exist at one point but no longer do, and people that keep complaining about the fucking intro. But at the end of the day,
This motherfucker does not pay me to do this.
you know what I'm saying? We got Yamato 85. We got Jay Viper. What's up, Jay Viper? Hi, thanks for the raid, by the way, earlier. I appreciate that, bro. We got Triple J Jr. We got Laughing Man. We got Deku Leader. Stalin the Lich. We got Godway Games over on Rumble. We got Orc Dictator. We got Pokey Race. Nice. Radio Chimp. We got Vladimir Shestakov. Captain Killer Guns. Hypnotic Rapture. Skeg. Hanny. Ron DFK. DMAG. Mr. Melancholy. Paul Q, the legend. Tylenol Jones. That's crazy. That is a crazy name. I love it. Don't make me laugh, please. Tylenol Jones is amazing. Fuck, that hurts. Limitless Andre. Mad Max 2069. Monkey Man 04. Son of Mr. Vengeance. Rune with the power of the monkey. Breezy Stratton. Wolf Rune. Melody Johnson. Jimmy Collins. Randall the Vandal. Dylan B. Ghost 101. Valkyrie. Audio Pollution. Schizosaurus. Zelosi over on Rumble. We got Calculated Golem. Shadow Blacklight. The Mervoth. We got Marine Corps over on Rumble. We got Franchio7. We got Radoka. We got D-Mag. We got Really Big. We got A Kickin' Donuts. Something like that. Mad Fun Cool. We got Lucky. Archangelus. The Voice in the Water. We got Commander Sonak. Morius. We got Shadowcat. What's up, Shadowcat? We got Nick Havoc. We got Doo-Doo Brownies. Nice. Adair Soto. King Demon Wing. What's up, King Demon Wing, you fucking legend? We got Jason Alator. We got the Gaming Mason, the High Priest of the Cult of McDuggins. We got Oliver Adam. Time-Bound Howler. Jinx Hand. What's up, man? Let's get matches in Street Fighter 2. Listen, relax. Okay, bro? Relax. Who do you think I am? Mike Hollow? I'm just going to accept any fucking throwdown in a fighting game and pretend like I know what I'm doing? Like, come on. Let's relax. Let's relax. We got Courageous Kirsten. We got Crash Collins. We got Blaze Starbin. Fel Akaros. Dark Mages. We got more dots. Marius. Branford. 671. We got Beautiful Zexel. We got Full Metal Paperclip. We got Hanny. Godway Games over on Rumble. Sir Spamalot. All right, guys, 4 more people. 4 more people that we got to get on with the show. 4 more people, and then we got to get on with the show. We got Midnight Mike. We got Azray 2000. Morius 95. Andre. No, they don't. We got Young Stuff. We got Reaper Knight. We got Nandor. Jedi Knight. Radoka. Jimmy Collins. Ghost 101. T-Jazz Arden Comics. Kada. What's up, Kada? I like how Kada says Big Man is here, and we all know Kada's a little man. It just makes it even funnier. We got Astarian. We got Dark Gigas. Weirdest talk show ever. You know what? It is what it is. And last but not least, we got Matthew Watson. Toaster. Democulus on Rumble. Schizosaurus. Cinefe. Morin Prime. Entwine Space. Frost Puma. Bay Chicago on Rumble. And we got Little Miss Hypnotic. Shout out to you. And Dark Exile. All right, guys, listen, I called out as many people as I possibly could. Let's sacrifice your fellow Bigot Army member, and let's see who's going to get the final call-out money shot today. Who's going to get it? It's been 2 days. Who's going to get it? Laffy Man says, how much does the bar go to for Trust Fund Bank? Oh, 5? I think 500. Yeah. Who's going to get the final call-out money shot? Let's go, boys. Who is it going to be? Lionheart. Combo breaker to go down. Buy 2. No Nintendo lawsuits. Good luck with that. No dodge. The shadows of eternity fart in your face as you sleep. That's crazy, bro. That's fucking crazy. 1, 2. Democulus. No Soros. No Antifa. No UN. No WF. No woke tards. American freedom destroys all defenses. Times 3. 1, 2, 3. Lucky says no Jaffe. No Alyssa. No Randy Bitchford. Uno reverse. Summon bad Mr. Frosty. Snow Alley. Claytality. Banana cream pie to the face times 8. Why are you doing times 8? That's so ridiculous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hanny says Sonichu is coming to get you, cuh. Now that's crazy, bro. That's an automatic disqualification. To summon Sonichu is a disqualification. We're going to go down. We got Old Man Cad, booty hole protected by Mercanti's ugly face. No one can nut after seeing that. Go down times 5, obliterating all protections. With Blue Octopussy, death hugs, hours of Jaffe commentary, fuck your feelings. That's crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, Smash, if you're probably here, I'll probably be asleep by the time you stream. So happy birthday. I'll watch in the morning.
Holy shit.
Was that worth it? Was that worth it? To wish Smash JT a happy birthday in my chat, only for you to get absolutely decimated by the chat. I mean, goddamn, that is one way to go for sure. That is one way to go for sure. Congratulations to Azray. You are the recipient of the money shot today.
What the?
That's crazy. That's crazy. He's just trying to be nice. He's trying to just wish a happy birthday. That's it. It's fucking crazy. Sorry, man. You got to go clean up now. All right, boys, listen, we got a lot we got to go over today. All right. Clearly, I haven't been around for 2 days. I apologize. Had a bit of emergency surgery, but all is well. And we are good to go to continue. And we got a lot we got to cover. Okay. I'm not going to react to the showcases like I normally would have because, well, I mean, they're done and gone already at this point. So there's really no reason for me to do so. However, we are going to talk about little snippets here and there of what happened. We're going to talk about Wolverine. Wolverine's a big topic right now that we got to go over and talk about because, well, I mean, people have opinions on it. People have a lot of opinions on it, so we need to talk about it. So we're going to talk about Wolverine. We're also going to talk about a little bit of backstory with Wolverine because, you know, I know people are complaining about Mystique. I just want to give a little backstory to why I'm looking at Mystique in particular for looking very strange. We're going to talk about it. Borderlands 4 apparently got a patch recently that made the game even worse, so that's something for us to laugh at. We're gonna talk about that. We're obviously going to talk about Nintendo. Brand new COO announced. Everybody thinks that this woman is going to be the new CEO, but from what I've read, apparently she's going to be the new COO because Doug Bowser held the position of COO and president, and she's taking over for the COO position. So there's that. We're going to talk about that and a bunch of other things. I mean, we've got so many fast topics today that we got to go over. We might react to some trailers. We got Xbox apparently charging $1,000 for their new ROG handheld. Like, what the fuck, bro? $1,000. Can you imagine? Now you know why they raised the prices of their other consoles. Now you know why. To justify the price of the $1,000 handheld. So we're going to talk about that. And I mean, like, guys, we got a bunch of other shit. There's so many fast topics. Let's just get to the best segment on YouTube, man. Best segment on Rumble. Best segment all around the world. This segment is known none other than the pre-stream legend.
Money, print money, cash, money, well, capitalism, raise a bunch of money, more money, heaps and heaps of money, print money, cash, money, well, capitalism, raise a bunch of money, super chat money.
As salty as the sea, calling us code names. SJW screaming, but it's money they blame. Burning with envy, they're falling flat. They can't handle the sound of a super chat.
All right. We got ourselves the pre-stream legends, ladies and gentlemen, starting us off with the one and only King Demon Wing. We got King Demon Wing, bro. What a way to start us off. Unbelievable. Dropping a 10 membership mega banger. And you guys already know what happens when we get the first banger of the stream. Shout out to King Demon Wing. Thank you so much for dropping the 10 membership mega banger. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. And then he follows it up with a 5, says, why did the girl toss a clock out the window? She wanted to see time fly. Well, it looks like we're back to normal, boys. Mr. Melancholy with a 2. Everything Sweet Baby touches turns to crap. I would say that's probably pretty accurate. We got Barry Stroud with 12 months of legendary status. My dog only responds to commands in Spanish. He's Espanol. Oh my God, bro. Welcome back, sir. Thank you, Barry Stroud. I appreciate that. Congrats on your 12 months. That's awesome, bro. That is awesome. And then King Demon Wing, I guess, thought 10 memberships was not enough. 10 memberships was not enough. He decided to drop a legendary 20 membership. Shout out to King Demon Wing. 20 membership fucking hyperbanger, dude. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, bro. Sincerely. That's insane. Thank you. And then we got BioT Wolf 19 with a 5. Just got back from my niece's wedding. You know what a spider's favorite gathering is? Webbings. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Webbings? Seriously? Barry Stroud with a 2. RIP boiled water. You will be missed. Oh my God. Another one. Another one. Jesus. Holy shit. Thank you, Barry Stroud. Then we got Tanya Raven with a 2. Happy 69th birthday, Smash JT. Noise. Yeah, make sure to wish him a happy birthday. Shout out to Smash JT. King Demon Wing with a 5. What do you call a cheese that isn't yours? Nacho cheese. So are we just getting this from like Google or something? Are we getting this from like Google? Is that what we're doing here? I think we're getting these from Google, man. I think that's what it is. That's got to be it. Yep. And that's the lore now. We got Jay Viper with the 99-cent poop. Thank you, Jay Viper. I appreciate that. And then we got Paul Q with a legendary 5 membership. Here we go! Lucha, 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 lucha. It's the way of life. Lucha, lucha. Thank you so much, Paul Q. I appreciate the 5 membership banger, dude. Thank you. Then we got Marius with a 2. Says, I love how hard Pocket Pair is trolling Nintendo. You know, I don't even think we got to talk about that. We should talk about that today, to be honest with you. Because, man, Pocket Pair is just fucking with Nintendo at this point. It's got to be on purpose. I got to imagine. Little Hypnotic with a 5. Hi, Dad. I heard you had surgery and missed you. Glad you're feeling better, and shout out to Miss Sonia. She's the best. Thank you, Little Hypnotic. I appreciate that. Entwined Space with a 2. I'll tip for keeping it short. Nicely said. Thank you so much. Toxin for 14 months. Hypno took Tylenol during his recovery, and now Madam's and is now Madam Savvy levels of autistic. I don't think that's possible. I feel like you need generational Tylenol to reach that level of autism. So I don't think I'll ever reach that, Toxin, but I appreciate the compliment. Thank you. Peaches and Cream with the 11 months says, like the stream, boys, glad you're feeling better, Hypno. Thank you. Appreciate that. Mervoth with a 2 says, PS Showcase was very mid. Didn't miss much. Yeah, I watched it. I was originally going to watch it on stream, but since time passed, I was like, fuck it, let me just watch it. And yeah, it was all right. It was all right. J Viper 14 months says, Mystique, she's flat. True. She is pretty flat. Mr. Melancholy with a 5. From what I've heard, the same artist on Concord is now working on the Wolverine game. If true, talk about failing upwards. I mean, they all fail upwards. This is the gaming industry here we're talking about. But we're gonna cover that. I have that all pulled up. We got Ali Kusanagi with the membership. Thank you, Ali Kusanagi. I appreciate that, dude. Nico with the COP 5000. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Anubis with a 5. Out of work, maybe. Who knows? New car. Time, I think so. Sell old one to my buddy for his kid. Happy birthday, Smash Gay T. Lost my newt again. New car. Yes, yes. Go buy a car, bro. Fuck it. Why not? Thank you for the 5. Adair Solta with a 2. Nacho cheese. More like Nacho Bear. Wow. Nice. We're up to Kratos with a 2. So did you get taken out? No, I did not. Andre with a 5. What's the worst number in the world? 6.9. It's 69 interrupted by a period. Oh, shit. Nice one. Holy shit. I get that. That makes a lot of sense. I like it. Nice one. Ron DFK with a 2. Man with a hole in pocket feels cocky all day. Sounds about right. Mervoth with a 2. Also, Silent Hill F just started. Content warning, LOL. Did they really put a content warning in Silent Hill F? I mean, I'm not surprised, to be honest with you. Considering. Then we got a Rumble. We got, let's see, Crash Collins over on Rumble. For a 2 says, welcome to Fuck Back Hypno. Thank you, Crash Collins. We got Format with $1. Says, you heard about Newsom starting an N-word tower? No, I have not. Crash Collins gives a membership. Thank you, Crash Collins. I appreciate that. And then Zelosi with $1 says, I was going to tell you a joke about time travel, but you didn't like it. Nice one. Nice one, sir. Very good. I appreciate that joke. All right, boys. We are fully caught up. Yep, we're fully caught up. Thank you guys so much. For the pre-stream support. Hold on, we got one more that came in. Give me 1 second. One more that came in. We got Jay Swag with a 2. Dev to the left. Thanks for the gifted membership. God bless. Shout out to Jay Swag. Thank you so much for the 2, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. What's up, Tiger King? All right. Let's get into the content, boys. We are obviously on our way trying to get to, if we're lucky, tonight, 457 tier 1s in a row and 146 tier 2s in a row. So let's see what we could do in the meantime. But we're going to start covering some content. First things first, you guys know the rules, man. We got funny videos. And this shit was insane. I saw this come across my feed, and I'm like, what is going on here? I mean, just this still shot alone. This still shot alone was like, wow, what the fuck? Orc Dictator with a 5. Mexican jokes and black jokes are pretty much the same. Once you heard Juan, you've heard Jamal. Oh my God. Oh my God, bro. Once you've heard Juan, you've heard Jamal. Oh my God, bro. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That is a mouth. Yeah, yes, it is. So I saw this come across my feed, and I'm like, what the fuck is this, bro? Why does she look like a Disney character that was overdrawn? You know what I mean? So I saw this and I wanted to showcase this to you. Here we go.
I went to Europe's largest chocolate festival.
So it doesn't read the comments, but I'm gonna read it to you. She blew out next year's birthday candles. She smiles in 6 different time zones. My favorite one. Eye emoji, lip emoji, eye emoji. Probably my favorite one so far. She eats Subway sideways. Okay, maybe that's my favorite one. I don't know. She could blow out the LA fires. Is crazy, by the way. Her mother used real airplanes to spoon feed her. Holy shit. I heard her 10 reels ago. She ain't giving French kisses. She gives Europe kisses. That's fucking insane. Her lipstick bill is higher than her rent. All right. All right. All right. I'm not supposed to be laughing. It just fucking hurts. That's hilarious, though. Lipstick X lip tree check. Deaf people can hear her. Holy shit. Her smile starts on Monday and ends on Sunday. She plays the tuba backwards. She speaks for all humanity. Her lipstick is a single use. That's probably true, by the way. Her French kisses include Germany and Spain.
I went to Europe.
Nah, bro. So I thought this was hilarious, but this shit, I don't know what's going on here. I have never seen anybody with lips this big, even people who have used fillers. This is next level shit. I've never seen anything like this. So I thought it was hilarious, and I wanted to share that with you as our funny video for the day to start us off. Let's get into the next topic. Here we go. Let's continue. Where are we at? Skip forward. All right, so let's start off with Borderlands. Borderlands 4, ladies and gentlemen, as you guys are aware, has been a fairly broken mess for a lot of people. All right, fairly broken mess. It went from the game's running fine, it's just your PC, to while the PC has problems but is running fine on console, to while the game's broken everywhere, to now apparently they're delaying the game indefinitely on Switch, by the way. I don't know if you guys are aware of that. I'm sure it's been discussed while I've been away. But Borderlands 4 is being delayed on the Nintendo Switch 2 indefinitely because I'm sure they are trying to figure out what the fuck to do in terms of performance on that console, considering that it's running like shit everywhere else, right? So Borderlands just recently released a patch that was supposed to fix a bunch of issues, but instead of fixing a bunch of issues, apparently introduced a host of new issues, a bunch of performance complaints, but Gearbox says, hey, listen, the stuttering problem should resolve over time as the shaders continue to compile. Don't worry, our game's not gonna run very well in the beginning when you install the patch, but hopefully it gets better over time. Don't worry, we promise. Bro, I gotta be honest with you, I don't understand how these people don't have like massive levels of embarrassment. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, how are you a pretty big studio, right? I don't know how many people are employing at Gearbox. I gotta imagine it's a lot, right? How is it that you're running a massive studio? How is it that you're a CEO for a huge studio? You're making millions upon millions of dollars, right? And you're perfectly fine with saying, oh, well, our game should run better over time. Don't worry. Or like, oh, you're perfectly fine with blaming people on their own setups and whatnot, even though that's completely gone out the window with what do you call it, with the console performance. Like, that's completely gone out the window now. Now you can't blame PC players and their rigs anymore when the consoles that are less powerful than those mid-tier PCs are running like shit too. So I don't understand how they don't have massive levels of embarrassment at this point, considering that now they're releasing patches that in fact break the fucking game worse than it already was. I think it's just wild to me. I really do. I think it's wild to me that this is even happening. You can also try clearing your shader cache, according to PC Gamer. So this patch came with a host of fixes, gameplay tweaks, and big one promises of improved performance and stability sorely needed for a game that, despite its popularity, holds a mixed rating on Steam, largely because of subpar performance. One of the last great things about PC gaming is a nigh infinite number of potential hardware. See, but here's the problem. It's not just PC gaming, though. It's not just PC gaming, though. That's the thing. Like that whole excuse about, oh, it's PC gaming, that went out the window once we saw what's happening on consoles. Like if it's to the point where you have to reset your game every hour in order to get it to start running properly again, your game is not optimized. Anybody with a brain can see that your game is not optimized. So can we stop like this whole bullshit? Can we stop lying to ourselves and just admit the game's fucking broken, bro? Like, get to work and fix it. You know what I mean? Don't stop breaking it even worse with these new patches. Just get to work and fix the fucking thing. Learn how to use Unreal Engine 5 at this point. But the sad thing is, I don't think that's going to happen. I think just like the other Borderlands games, it's going to take a long time A long time for them to fix anything. But I guess we'll see. We shall see. All right, moving on. Let's X that out. Guys, here's one of the topics I wanted to talk about. This shit blew my mind, guys. Like genuinely, genuinely blew my mind. So Asus, you guys know Asus ROG, that's their handheld system. They are coming out with an Xbox Ally X, right? It's their Xbox handheld, console, whatever you want to call it. That's going to allow you to bring Xbox anywhere, right? That's basically what the gist of it is. And the pre-order price has been revealed by a UK retailer. Now, again, this hasn't been officially confirmed, but I got to imagine it's pretty much confirmed at this point. But the Asus ROG Xbox Ally and Xbox Ally X prices have been revealed in the UK, courtesy of Curry's a tech and household retailer. And if you look in the United Kingdom, the Asus ROG Xbox Ally will cost $499, while the more powerful Xbox Ally X will set you back $800, putting the unit basically on par with the predecessor handheld. The new unit, which boasts better buttons, a new shell, an upgraded processor, and faster VRAM, is an upgrade over the old ROG Ally in a few ways. Now, here's the thing. Apparently, in USD, it's being rumored that it's going to be at $1,000. $1,000 fucking dollars is absolutely insane. Actually, let me see if I have. Hold on. Let me see if I have the screenshot. Let me see if I have the screenshot really quick. I'm going to find it really quick. Xbox price. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. Let me go on X really quick. And you know what? It makes sense because if you look at what they decided to do, they decided to raise the prices of their other consoles to ridiculous levels. So it's not exactly very surprising to see them all of a sudden do this as well. Hold on, let's see. So you got this screenshot being passed around. Let me showcase this in USD. ROG Xbox Ally. 16 gig RAM version, $599 US, and then ROG Xbox Ally, 24 gig RAM version, 1 terabyte, $1,000. So, I mean, again, I don't even know what to even say at this point. I was utilizing my Steam Deck when I was taking my days off. I was utilizing my Steam Deck. And I was playing all kinds of games, bro, on my Steam Deck. No problem whatsoever. I can't see $1,000. I mean, this is fucking insane in my opinion. This is insane. Like, you could get a really good PC for that. But I understand the allure of handheld. It's just crazy to me. It's crazy to me, man. I don't know. People are going to. I mean, listen, they're going to do this. It is what it is. Blows my mind. I imagine that the 16 gig RAM version is probably going to be like 800, maybe. I would imagine. So, adjust the price accordingly. Actually, this particular article, let me see. Hold on. Let me see. If you opt for the Xbox Ally X, you'll secure the AMD Extreme processor. The Ally X also has 24 gigs of RAM, while the lower end model boasts just 16 gigs of RAM. The battery life will go much further, and the storage capabilities are almost doubled. So apparently, it's a no-brainer for the extra little cash, according to Insider Gaming. It's a no-brainer, guys. $1,000, $1,000 for a handheld. It's a no-brainer. Buy it today. Best price ever. Anyway, like I said, these are all unconfirmed, only because they were shown as pre-order prices, but we don't know for sure. I don't think it's been officially announced by anybody just yet, but if it has, let me know. But at this point, like I said, I use my Steam Deck. I've played all kinds of games with little to no problems whatsoever, as long as they were Steam Deck verified, which most of my games are. And it's so much cheaper, and it runs perfectly fine. So I don't know. It's up to you. It's up to the consumer, right? The market will decide. I'm sure these things are going to sell, no problem. Real life fake wizard says, can I get 2? This fucking guy, bro. No, now he says, I'll take 20. This fucking guy. Look at this. Look at this rich guy. Where's he at? Look at this guy. Rich guy. I'll take 20. This fucking guy. Yeah, I'm going to stick with my Steam Deck. Needless to say. Let's see. Let's continue. Let's go to, we got a couple of TV show funny stories that I wanted to cover. Do you guys remember the TV show that was going to follow the story of a Karen? You guys remember that? Do you guys remember the TV show? It was called The Savant, that was going to follow the story of a Karen that was infiltrating, I believe, like online spaces. Like online spaces that was all about, you know, I don't know, extremism and all that shit. Well, apparently the show has been canceled before it even came out. Apple TV release of The Savant canceled. Streamer postponed show indefinitely as Star blasts the decision for the show to not come out. Remember this? I mean, it was literally a fucking Karen show. Like I remember watching the trailer, and the show didn't even make it to existence. Now I'm sure it's gonna come out at some point. I'm sure. But I feel bad for all the content creators that cover TV shows and movies and whatnot, because they just lost a lot of content. They lost a lot of content. I feel bad for them. I really do. I really do. Apple TV has canceled release of its controversial series, The Savant, and indefinitely postponed the show. It's a series that many conservatives argue was designed to vilify right-leaning Americans at a tense time in our nation. The decision comes in the wake of the murder of Charlie Kirk, a tragedy that has shaken the nation and intensified scrutiny of entertainment projects. I wonder if they did pull it because of Charlie Kirk. I wonder. I really do. Because they seemed so excited to want to come out with this show. And then all of a sudden shit hits the fan. You got Charlie Kirk being assassinated. You got ICE agents being shot at only for the bullets to hit the illegals instead. You got all kinds of fucking nonsense going down. You know what I'm saying? So I got to imagine this probably had something to do with it, a little bit. But we don't know for sure, obviously. But we can only speculate. According to the Hollywood Reporter, Apple has decided to put the Savant on hold indefinitely. While the tech giant did not give an official reason, the move is being read as a response to heightened criticism of the series premise and timing. To date, the trailer for the show has 11,000 likes on X and a whopping 66,000 dislikes. Oof. I mean, anybody surprised at this point? So this is their statement here. After careful consideration, we have made the decision to postpone The Savant. Apple TV said in a statement to THR. We appreciate your understanding and look forward to releasing the series at a future date. The Savant has not been canceled as of now. Apple's pushing this as a delay rather than an outright cancellation. Bro, this show will most likely be canceled because by the time it comes out, it's going to be irrelevant to the conversation, I'm sure. And maybe they'll release it. It depends how close to being finished it is. If it's not anywhere close to being finished, well, then they're probably going to cancel it. But if it's pretty close to being finished, they'll put it on hold and then release it later down the line when they feel like they could get away with it. When they feel like people aren't going to give them as much bullshit and backlash. Or, truthfully, what they'll probably do is they'll wait like a year and then they'll shadow drop it. I'm not even kidding. That's probably what they'll do. They'll wait about a year and then they'll shadow drop the entire fucking series. And then not even like bother telling anybody outside of one particular post, and that's it. You know? Because keep in mind, like shows like Ironheart got put on hold indefinitely. There was a bunch of shows that got put on hold indefinitely that eventually came out. So we'll see. But I'm almost positive that this is going to be shadow dropped. They're going to release every episode at once, and they're going to just move on. You know? So we'll see. But not anytime soon. Not anytime soon. They're gonna wait a little while, for sure. All right, moving on. Speaking of TV shows, guys. Oh man. I saw this and I just, if it didn't hurt to laugh, I probably would have died laughing. I'm not even gonna lie to you. This shit is hilarious to me. So we officially got confirmation of how much it costs to produce that god-awful show known as The Acolyte. And ladies and gentlemen, this show cost Disney $250 million fucking dollars plus. $250 million plus. The Acolyte true cost confirmed, $250 million for canceled Disney Star Wars disaster. I mean, what the fuck? What are we spending money on, bro? I mean, you've got to be kidding me, dude. For a show like The Acolyte, do we understand that there are some massive AAA video games that are made over the span of 5 to 10 years that cost less than that? They cost around 150 million, 200 million, and you're paying hundreds of people. I mean, what the fuck are we doing? Sincerely, the money that we are utilizing for these projects are insane. They really are. They genuinely are. And it just blows my fucking mind. It's like, you know, I guess for Disney, they have all the money in the world. Very similar to Amazon. Amazon has all the money in the world. So they just tend to throw money and hope that it solves whatever problem that they might be having at the time. But I mean, sincerely, this is fucking insane. Like nobody could look at this show and think that it costs $250 million, right? You mean to tell me this fucking show that had the famous scene of the power of one, the power of two, the power of many costs $250 million? Are you kidding me, bro? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I mean, look at this shit. I don't know, man. According to that Park Place's Jonas J. Campbell, who first broke the story on Disney's out-of-control Star Wars spending last year, the final figure before tax credits and without marketing factored. Oh my God, that's without marketing. Oh my God, that is without marketing.
Holy shit.
That is without marketing. You've got to be kidding me, bro. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God, dude. And last I remember, their tax credits were like, what, $40 million or something like that? Holy shit. And they marketed the hell out of this show. They pushed this show nonstop on social media. They pushed it on YouTube. They had commercials everywhere for this show. Bro, they easily spent Concord money. Right? We're talking like $350-400 million, probably. Like around there. Holy fuck. And all for that to just be canceled in the first season because almost nobody watched it. Right? The show had abysmal viewership. Abysmal viewership. $400 million for abysmal viewership. For views that are equivalent to the average fucking YouTuber with 200,000 subscribers. I mean, God, Jesus Christ, man. According to the public record documents in the UK. Oh, so there's no denying it. There is no denying it, my friends, because this is publicly available information in the UK. This is amazing. Jonas J. Campbell says, remember when Leslie Headland said Acolyte cost $170 million? She was correct. If you only count spending through September 2023 in GPB, I can now confirm that Walt Disney Company spent $254 million on the Acolyte before marketing or tax credits. Holy fuck, man. So again, she's flat out lying, and she's not lying, right? So it's like a half-truth thing. It's like lying by omission, not being completely honest about what with the information you're conveying. But bro, there's no way. Like anybody who thinks this is there can't be a single person out there who thinks this is worth it. But again, maybe there is. Maybe there is. I don't know. Campbell posted on X. Remember when Leslie? Oh, I already read that. Headland's 170 to 180 million talking point wasn't exactly false. It was incomplete. The number she cited only covered spending denominated in British pounds through September 2023. Converting currencies and accounting for additional production expenses paints a much different picture that puts the total cost of the Acolyte into a sobering perspective. By the time the series wrapped, the Acolyte had chewed through $250 million, putting it on par with major blockbuster films. That's a breathtaking sum for a single season of television. There is no reason why a single season of television should be costing anywhere near the price of a movie. There's no reason. There's no reason when your show looks like trash, when your outfits look horrible, when your CGI is subpar, there is no reason the TV show should be costing as much as a movie for one season. And it's not like these shows have seasons like they used to be, where it would be 15, 20 episodes long. You know what I mean? They don't have that anymore. These seasons are like 6 to 8 episodes long. That's it. That's all they are. So you got 8 episodes and you're spending $250 million. What are you doing? What are you spending that money on? I know people are going to joke and they're going to say catering, which might not be a joke, but still, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But again, it's Disney. So with Disney, they don't care. They just want to, they throw the money out there in the hopes to solve whatever problem and to try to streamline as much as possible. They throw it out there, especially if it's a TV show or a movie that's going to help them look really good in the public eye, at least from a DEI perspective. But it's fucking crazy, bro. Mervault says this was like 8 episodes. Yeah, I think it was 8. Cyril Gunner says, give me back my 50 episode seasons. I miss when seasons were like 20 some odd episodes long. I really do. I feel like that was like prime. You know what I mean? Like Law and Order Special Victims Unit. Can you imagine Law and Order Special Victims Unit having seasons that are only like 6 episodes long? It's fucking terrible. It's terrible. Give me back my 15, 20 plus episodes. I love that shit. Give me that. Have me be invested. With good writing and good storytelling, have me be invested. You know? Yamato says that was anime too. I know. Yeah, I know. But now everything is fucking 8, 6. It's so gay, bro. Like, you'll get through 4 seasons now in the time it took you to get through 1 season in the past. It's horrible. But in any case, whatever. Anyway. All right. So that's the numbers for Acolyte. Just wanted to share that with you. This broke. I wanted to cover this so bad yesterday, but obviously I could not. So let's talk about this right now. We had some breaking news, obviously. Google came out, and by Google, we mean YouTube, but same shit. Google came out and admitted that the Biden administration apparently pressured YouTube to censor Americans, vows to restore banned creators and end unfair censorship. So, right off the bat, I just want to hit you with this.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
Immediately. The reason why I want to hit you with this is because, number one, you blaming Biden is such a fucking cop-out. It's the same cop-out that Mark Zuckerberg tried to hit us with. It's the same cop-out that Facebook tried to utilize. And Facebook all of a sudden changed changed everything after Trump got in office. Listen, man, these companies are chameleons. Okay? What do I mean by that? These companies are chameleons in the sense that they are going to change to whatever the flow of the office is, right? So if the office is Republican majority right now, guess what they're going to do? They're going to change with the office, and they're going to enact policies and certain things that are going to look favorable in front of Republican leaders. If it suddenly became Democrat majority, guess what they're going to do? They're going to go right back to what they were doing before. These companies wanted to censor people because they wanted to censor people, not because the Biden administration was telling them to. Right now, let me rephrase. The Biden administration probably was telling them to, but at the end of the day, they're the ones that chose to do it. And you can't use the fucking excuse of, well, I was just following orders. No, go suck a dick, bro. Because you guys know exactly what you were trying to do. You wanted to censor people like Alex Jones. You wanted to censor people like Nick Fuentes. You wanted to censor all kinds of people. And you're using the excuse of the Biden administration as to why it happened. And so what ended up happening was people like Alex Jones and others decided they were going to make new YouTube channels after this announcement, and they went back on YouTube. And within less than 24 hours, they got rebanned immediately. And YouTube's like, well, we said that we're rolling out the program, but the program's not available yet, so you're technically breaking TOS by making another channel to evade ban, or ban evade, however you want to say it. But the fact that they're openly admitting this, I think, is wild. I think it really is wild. Because what this does is prove to us that these conspiracy theories that people have been saying for the last couple of years, that they would call conspiracy theories, they would call misinformation, they would call whatever word you want to use. Come to find out, almost all of it's right. Come to find out that almost all of them were correct. So how are people supposed to feel? Like, if somebody got deplatformed from YouTube, right? Let's say they were doing YouTube full time and YouTube struck them down because of politics and they lost their income and they had to struggle and figure out what they were going to do and all that shit. How is it that you're supposed to go back to YouTube after all this and be like, so we good now? No. I guess they think if they blame the government officials that somehow could absolve them from being held accountable. But I feel like a class action should be well underway against Google, because they openly admitted guilt here. They openly admitted that they took down people that did not break their TOS. They said it. They openly said it. It did not break their TOS. It was not unlawful content, and they took it down anyway. So why'd you do that? Oh, dirty Biden made me do it. No, he didn't. Fucking 90-year-old Biden, you think he was like, you need to take this down now. Ain't nobody listening to Biden, bro. You guys wanted to do it. You guys were power hungry when the office matched your politics. But now that the office does not match your politics, now you're like, well, it wasn't our fault. It was the Biden administration that made us do it. Nobody believes that, bro. If you believe that the Biden administration is the reason why they censored so many people, I don't know what to tell you. I have a lot of bridges that I could probably sell you at this point. So to see all of this go down, I think is insane. People need to be talking about this more, in my opinion, because they're just going to announce this and then try to just pretend like it never happened. They're going to sweep it under the rug. That's really what they're going to try to do. And pretend like they never, like, nobody said anything, you know? You can't let them do that. Fuck that shit. Anyway, so I thought that was a pretty big story. I wanted to just touch on that a little bit. The pressure was unacceptable and wrong, according to Google. Oh my God, the victims. They're acting like victims. Oh, he pressured me. He pressured me to do it. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to. Shut the fuck up, man. This is unbelievable. I can't stand when the companies lie like that. So it's so terrible. This also broke. Now I'm hoping that this is true, because I want my friends who cover TV shows and movies, I want their channels to fucking explode massively, right? I love seeing people's channels grow. Okay. Now we had a lost opportunity with Savant. I'm gonna admit that. Okay. People like Kata, I'm sure Kata is mad as fuck that Savant is not coming out. However, we might have another opportunity, boys, to see these channels grow exponentially. And that opportunity is none other than the Harry Potter HBO show is rumored to be looking at women and men to potentially be cast as Voldemort. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to make a plea right now. I'm going to make a plea right now to HBO. Okay? Please, for the love of God, please, I beg of you, put a female in Voldemort's position. Okay? If you want some suggestions, I got you right now. If you want some suggestions, okay? You don't got to do much to make it happen. This will probably be the easiest Voldemort that you can do. Please, for the love of God, just make it happen. I think this will be great. I think this will be great for your numbers. I think this will be great for your check boxes and all that stuff. Like, this needs to happen. There's really not going to be much that needs to be done to make this happen. She's pretty much got like the whole physiology going on here, very sickly looking, very thin, super long, like lizard-like fingers and stuff. All you got to do is erase the nose and do the skin color, and you have yourself your female Voldemort. I'm telling you right now. Please do this. I'm not even kidding. If you do this, I might even make some videos about TV shows again. I'm not even kidding. You will probably bring me out of retirement for TV shows And I will dive right back into this. I will dive right back into this one because this would be amazing. I mean, listen, you already made this girl Jesus Christ. All right, so this is, come on, just do it, please. Can you please do it? I just want to see it happen. I really do. Now, let's be real, guys. All jokes aside, this is most likely super fake. Okay, what do I mean by that? So, I don't know if you guys are aware. There is a new way of drumming up social media engagement on X. And that way of drumming up social media engagement is to pick the most inflammatory person or the most inflammatory idea to potentially do a role in an upcoming TV show, claim that it's potentially happening, and watch the likes and the quote tweets and the comments roll in. Right? So we saw this with Hunter Schafer when Hunter Schafer was rumored to be looked at for Zelda, right, for the movie. We all know that wasn't true, right? That was drummed up by his PR team, right? They pushed the hell out of that, and it was all bullshit. Just recently, there was another actor that was claimed to be working on a movie, and he ends up or being looked at for a movie, and he ends up quote tweeting that post, and he's like, "Wait, I am?" Like, he didn't even, like, the guy's not even fucking being looked at for it, but people are like, well, according to rumors, XYZ person is being looked at for XYZ role. It's all bullshit. It is PR teams drumming this up in the hopes to garner engagement and also to get feedback, to see what people would say. That's really what it is. So almost none of this is real whenever they say XYZ person's being looked at. The only time it's ever been real that I remember was Black Snape. That's the only time in recent memory that I can remember that being real. Black Snape ended up being legit, which is hilarious, by the way. So that's the only thing that gives me any sort of like credibility when it comes to the female Voldemort thing, is because if they were accurate about Black Snape on this show, then they could very well be accurate about female Voldemort on the same show. If it was a different show, I'd be like, all right, that's completely bullshit. But otherwise, you know, I that's the only thing giving it credibility. But from a content creation standpoint, I implore you, I beg of you, to please consider putting a female in the role of Voldemort. I think it will be fantastic. I really do. I think that this will definitely be probably one of the most legendary events for any content creator if they put in a female Voldemort. I'm not even kidding. And it's so weird that they're even like, why are you even casting Voldemort so early? Right? Like, Voldemort doesn't even show up in flesh until the Goblet of Fire. Right? He shows up every now and then in he showed up in the Sorcerer's Stone, obviously on the back of dude's head and whatnot. But aside from that, like, he didn't show up in full body until the Goblet of Fire. So why are we casting him so early? If you were talking about Riddle, then that'll be something different. But they're not talking about Riddle. They're talking about Voldemort. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens. Justin says Voldemort is in it sooner, confirmed. They might, you know what? They might, here's what I'll say. They might try to bring in Voldemort sooner because they want to have that draw. Right? They want to have that draw. They want to have that villain, and they want to have him in the beginning so that people keep watching the seasons. So maybe they'll bring him in as a flashback, perhaps. Maybe they'll show Voldemort in a flashback of him doing XYZ, you know, when he tried to kill Harry Potter and whatever. That's probably what they're going to do. You know, flashback scenes, right, of when he tried to kill Harry. But at this point, I don't know. We'll see. Laffy Man says, Hypnotic, not to be off topic, but is Nami still? Yes. Nami is still the Waifu Battle champion. Yep. 100%. All right. Let's get out of this. Got a couple of more and then we're almost done. Then we're going to get to the main topics. Cracker Barrel CEO has officially spoken, which, by the way, my mind is blown that this woman is still CEO of Cracker Barrel. But you know what? It is what it is. Cracker Barrel CEO Julie Felspacino admits that she supposedly misunderstood core customers. That's what we're downplaying it to. Misunderstood core customers. I think it goes past that, in my opinion. I think you go well past misunderstanding core customers. But I think it's funny because she said that the core customers love the redesign. She said that the core customers are all excited about it, that the people criticizing it are a small minority. Like, how do you switch up so much, right? It's because this woman was lying from the get-go. Obviously, she was protecting her decision. She spent, she made the company spend $700 million, almost $1 billion in redesign. Unbelievable, by the way. And here we are. She even said that they wanted the redesign. Let's scroll down. On Wednesday, September 17, 2025, Cracker Barrel released its fourth quarter earnings, reporting a 2.9% revenue decline compared to the same quarter last year, and an 8% drop in guest traffic since the attempted rollout of a new streamlined logo in August. That sucks. That sucks. And the truth is that 8% might not sound like a lot, but 8% is quite a lot for a company like Cracker Barrel. And that is no joke. 2.9%, that's no joke either. That's money. That's money. That's probably almost as much as the $700 million. The redesign removed the iconic Uncle Herschel figure, sparking immediate backlash. Just 5 days later, the company reversed course, announcing that the rebrand would not move forward. Oh, man, it's always the same. It's always the same. She acknowledged her misstep. That is a huge misstep, admitting she had underestimated how deeply fans value the traditional imagery. Oh, I can't wait to see this. We want longtime fans and new guests to experience a full story of the people, places, and food that make Cracker Barrel so special. That's why our team pivoted quickly to switch back to our old-timer logo and has already begun executing new marketing, advertising, and social media initiatives leaning into Uncle Herschel and the nostalgia around the brand. She added, "We thank our guests for sharing their voices and love for the brand and telling us when we've misstepped." Despite the reversal, Cracker Barrel stock slid about 9% in after-hours trading following the report. Oh, even worse, now you lost market cap. So now you lost actual revenue and money, but now you're losing almost 10% in market cap too. God damn, bro. You're just losing all around. Yeah, this ain't a misstep. This is not a misstep. This is a major fuck up. A major fuck up that only a liberal white woman is capable of doing. I swear to God. I swear to God. Why does she still have a job? This is what we talk about when it comes to rewarding really, really bad behavior, right? You didn't just like change one little thing or implement one little policy change. You were going to redesign all of the stores, or a good amount of the stores. You were going to spend almost $1 billion removing everything that people loved about Cracker Barrel. And now, not only did you redesign the stores and waste the money, but now you got to turn the stores back and waste even more money. Come on, bro. What are we doing? What are we fucking doing? But in any case, that's where we're at. I don't know if she's going to continue to have a job. I imagine she probably will. These people tend to fail upward. She'll probably be promoted. I don't know what could go higher than CEO, but she'll probably be promoted to that, or maybe go to another company as CEO and do it all over again. She's going to do it all over again, guys. I swear to God. She'll go to like Barnes and Nobles and be like, you know what? Barnes and Nobles is great and everything, but and we're pretty woke already, but I think it'll be fantastic if we remove all the dark fantasy books that women love to read, that 80% of our customers come in and buy. Let's just remove all of those because they're problematic, and let's put in like kids' books. Yeah, that's really going to work. And let's redesign everything. Let's take Starbucks out of it. Let's put like Popeyes in it. You know, she'll do something stupid like that. I swear to God. Fucking people, man. What's up, Courtney? How you doing? Yeah, actually, Joker's right. This is the I will wreck your company look. Absolutely. Absolutely is. I saw this post. I can't confirm if it's real. Can anybody confirm if it's real for me? Is this fucking bitch seriously in this game too? Can anybody confirm if it's real? I'm so tired of seeing this woman. Oh my god. And I agree with this post, by the way. I'm going to read this post in a second. But people are saying she's in the Wolverine game. Is she in the Wolverine game? Is she seriously in the... She's in every game, bro. Daria says it's real. It's real. Oh my god. Are you fucking serious, bro? Oh my god. She's in every fucking game, bro. Oh my god, dude. Literally every fucking game this bitch is in it, bro. Is so annoying. Do they not have anybody else? Are they incapable of having anybody else? So this post says, why is she everywhere? And the response is so good. The response says, because she's black and ugly in a way that makes white people uncomfortable. Making you uncomfortable is their goal. It's not about profit anymore. Not in this industry. The people who make these decisions have never been hungry or felt the need to improve their lot in life. They simply hate you and view making a video game as art, where they can express the ideological rage, and it physically discomforts them whenever they're reminded that they're supposed to be catering to their customer base. I gotta be honest with you, that's a pretty damn good answer in my opinion. Bro, if she's seriously in the game, she is the female Pedro Pascal. I'm not even kidding. She's the female Pedro Pascal, bro. Seriously. She's the ugly version of Sydney Sweeney. You know how Sydney Sweeney is in everything right now? She's the ugly version of Sydney Sweeney. Seriously. It's like, stop using the same fucking people for everything. It's unbelievable already. It really is. Hypnotic, she's Mystique. No, she's not. Stop it. She's not Mystique. She is not Mystique. I saw this and I wasn't sure if it was real, so I figured I would ask you guys. I didn't have time to keep looking. But considering it's real, I'm so tired of seeing this girl in everything, bro. It's really like every time a AAA game gets booted up, she's the first one you see within like 10 minutes. It is fucking crazy. It's crazy. It really is. All right, guys. We are fully caught up on everything. Let me see. Yes, we are fully caught up on everything. Shout out to you. We're going to catch up on Super Chats. We're $7 away from Tier 1. Thank you guys so much for your support. We're going to catch up on Super Chats. It can't get worse, and then it gets worse. Bro, tell me about it. Bro. Let's catch up on Super Chats, and then we're going to get into the main topics of the evening. So we got Orc Dictator. I read this one. UFO Maker with a 2. The gender bent mouth of Sauron. That sounds awful. Like, really awful. I'm good. Kamchi with a 4.99 says, wait, I'm hearing news that Doug Bowser left the company. Is it true? A miracle? Or is there a catch here? Have Nintendo gained some sanity back? Am I insane? Yes, you are insane, because what I'm about to tell you is going to make you highly upset. That's one of the main topics. Don't worry. Stick around. But yes, it's true. He is going to be retiring at the end of the year. Dragon Reborn with 6 months of legendary status. My friend sent a clip of Borderlands 4 spazzing and glitching out while he was playing on PS5. Asked him how it's running. He says running great and worth the $100 investment. I'm so confused. Borderlands 4 is not for me. So he sent you a clip of the game running like shit, and then he says that it's running great and it was worth the $100. Sounds like buyer's remorse, bro, to me. I don't know. We'll see. And the Mirror Vault with it too. What's funny? Demon Slayer 570 million more than Fantastic Four. I saw that. Demon Slayer making almost $600 million is wild. It really is. It's wild. Good on them. Shizuka Marikawa with a 99. Words to live by. In a world where people believe that the main character of an anime be the side characters, they're the one with the happy ending that gets the girls in the end. True. Or they die. So there's that. Dragon with a vibe, me laughing like King Homer at Disney. Nice. Thank you, Dragon. Secret Final Boss with a 2. It costs maybe $25 million to film a season of STTNG. There you go. That's insane money. Cinefe with 9 months. Here's food for thought. Google wants all the banned creators back so they don't spread to alternative platforms of content creation. I don't believe that. And the reason why I don't believe that is because they've already been doing that, right? So anybody who was banned has already went to other platforms, right? They went to Rumble, they went to Kick, they went to Twitch. And if they got lucky, they rebuilt over there, you know? So them bringing them back 2 years later, 3 years later, it's not going to do anything, you know? It's not going to do anything for them. It's not going to do anything for Google. It's just for Google to look better. That's really it. Dragon with a 5. Google got felted by the government. Sounds about right. Euphamega with a 2. He, she, who shall not be dead named. There you go. Radoka with a 2. Little Nightmares 3 out soon. Co-op with Smash. Carry. Actually, to be honest with you, I looked at the information they released about Little Nightmares 3. I'm excited for it, man. I'm excited for it. I don't know if I'll carry Smash in the game because I don't feel like having to fucking carry someone nonstop, but we might. Who knows? Who knows? Shadowcat with a 5. She put their companion company that made the Peg game under with her ineptitude. They had to declare bankruptcy. That's crazy. But I'm also not surprised. Thank you for the 5. Cinefe with a PLN 50. Can we get a gamer subs and a taste of City Sweeney juices? Wow. Okay.
Holy shit.
All right. Would be a nice middle figure to game dev space. Probably. And then last but not least, we got Sullen the Lich with an ARS 100. Congrats to YouTube for re-electing Joseph Bribeden as a 48th POTUS. Wait, what do you mean nobody voted for the guy? And it's not even election season? Question mark? Facts. Shout out to Sullen the Lich. Thank you so much for the ARS 100. All right, boys. Thank you so much. We are going to talk about Wolverine now. We're going to talk about Wolverine. Let's cover Wolverine and we'll get into it from there. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So in today's video, we are going to be reacting and talking about the situation regarding Wolverine, Insomniac Games' brand new video game that everybody knew about because the game got massively leaked over and over and over again for the last year plus. Wolverine has officially been shown. Gameplay trailer has been shown and people have opinions about it. What I want to do is react to this trailer and I want to give you a little bit of information regarding, you know, I guess the history of the characters, how we already knew who was going to play Mystique, for example. We already had all this information of who was going to play who, but I guess people must have forgotten. But now that the information's out there, we can cover it considering that it was leaks beforehand. So let's check out this video and see what we got going on. This is Wolverine gameplay trailer. Here we go.
Been fighting longer than I can remember.
You know what's sad? I can't look at Liam and not think of like Teemu Spartacus, because Spartacus was one of my favorite shows of all time. And, you know, Liam came in season 3, I believe, or whatever. Yeah, season 3 or 4. I think it was 3. He came in after the original actor died, unfortunately, due to health complications and whatnot. It was really sad. And I mean, the show was never the same when Liam came in, and God bless his heart, he tried. But I can't see him as anything other than Teemu Spartacus, but I'm sure he's going to try very hard to be Wolverine right now.
I'd like to say I'm not a violent man. The trouble just has a way of finding me.
It's good that they're at least giving him his yellow suit and not giving him like the X-Men fucking movie suit. You know what I mean?
But I'd be lying. Doesn't matter where I go.
Is it me or is this Wolverine a bit tall? Or am I going crazy? Shouldn't Wolverine be like a freaking little guy with claws? But what is he, like 5'4"? He's like Kata's height, right? 5'4", 5'3", something like that. Doesn't he look a little bit tall?
How far I run. Death's always waiting. Just not for me.
Oh man, so this is the problem that people have right now, and we'll talk about this. Mystique is able to be literally anything, and apparently, choosing to be this is definitely a choice. It's definitely a choice anyway.
Because I ain't no hero. I'm Wolverine.
So there's a lot of cutscenes in this, obviously. There is a little bit of gameplay. I know there's people saying there is no gameplay. That's not true. There is gameplay if you want to believe it to be gameplay. The UI is just hidden. That's all it is. But the scenes where he is fighting at the beginning, that is gameplay. Like right here in the alleyway. This is the gameplay right here. It's just the UI is hidden. That's all it is for the trailer. And keep in mind too, this game is just going to be a reskinned Spider-Man, in my opinion. Genuinely, it's going to be a reskinned Spider-Man. I can already tell based off how the world is structured, how the movement is, and everything. This game is going to be Spider-Man just with Wolverine combinations. That's literally all it is. And I gotta imagine that the Mary Jane missions that everybody hated is going to be replaced by the Mystique missions that everybody's gonna hate. Nobody's gonna like Mystique. They're probably gonna be stealth missions, most likely. It's gonna be dumb. But what I will say is that I was surprised by this trailer, namely in the amount of blood and gore that's in this game. I thought they were going to tone it down, but it seems like they are, in fact, going all out. It seems like you will be able to dismember people, which is cool. You got blood flying everywhere, which is nice. Nobody wants to play a Wolverine game that is PG-13, right? Like nobody would play this fucking game if there wasn't a ton of blood, if there wasn't a ton of gore and whatnot. That would be the most stupid decision you could ever make for a Wolverine game. So at least they were smart enough to put in all the blood and all the gore. But otherwise, the combat looks like Spider-Man just with Wolverine.
How far I run. Death's always waiting. Just not for me.
Yeah, it's literally, bro, even the cinematic combat, even like this part right here, this is literally Spider-Man. Like the same exact thing that happened in Spider-Man, with Spider-Man would get grabbed by an enemy cinematically and you have to punch him in the face to get out of it. It's the same thing. Insomniac is going to keep doing the same thing they've been doing in the hopes that it works. And that's basically where we're at. Now, here's what I'll say about the game overall. In terms of Mystique, I will say this. She is questionable, extremely questionable, okay? For all intents and purposes, I can't even see the difference between the dude and the female. However, she was only on screen for a couple of seconds. They did a really awkward close-up, really bad close-up. Obviously, her body is going to be modern audience because like every fucking female is modern audience at this point. But what I do find interesting, I want to show you something really quick. Hold on. Hold on really quick. Where is it at? Right here. So I want to show you this picture. Now, this picture was from the leaks that came out. Now, all the characters were showcased in the leaks initially, okay? These are the characters that were going to be in the game, supposedly. Tiger, Kelly Hugh, If you scroll here, obviously we knew Liam McIntyre was going to be Wolverine. We knew about this. We knew about this for a long time already with the leaks that came out a long time ago. But if you look specifically here at Mystique, if you look at Mystique, you'll realize very quickly that it doesn't look like the Mystique we got in the trailer, right? Mystique seems like to be the only character that has been effectively changed in some way, shape, or form. Now, this could be because of the angle. It could be because of the cinematics. It could be because of anything. But as of right now, the Mystique that I'm looking at here looks a lot more feminine from the leaks compared to the Mystique that we're getting right now in the game. Right? So maybe it's just that one scene for all we know. Who really knows? I have no idea. But I just find it odd that they would change Mystique, but they would keep everybody else the same. I find it very, very strange. Every other character looks pretty much the same as what they got in the game. Yeah, we're not even gonna talk about this fucking, like, why is she even in the game? I don't even understand. I am so sick of seeing this woman in every fucking AAA game. It is very annoying. So we're gonna see at this point what Mystique actually ends up looking like in the final product. But I got to be honest with you, I'm not holding my breath. And because here's why, right? So obviously everybody knows, and if you don't know, I'm gonna tell you. Sweet Baby Inc. is obviously has been or is still currently involved in this game to some extent. What that extent is, we have no idea, right? Varadark says here, Sweet Baby's Wolverine game did Mystique dirty, right? You got Pirate Nation making you realize, and again, a lot of people have reported on this. Smash reported on this. Kyle reported on this. Pirate Nation spoke about this. If you guys are unaware, the character artist for Insomniac Games is also the same character artist that worked on Concord. I'm telling you right now, the similarities are striking. I think anybody looking at this can say that with all honesty, that there is a really strong, striking similarity between the characters that were designed for Concord, that everybody and their mother hated, and Mystique turning out the way that Mystique turned out. Because again, this Mystique compared to this Mystique, something is very off here. Right? Even the colors don't even look the same. But to be fair, she's in the shadows in this picture and she's not in this one. So, take that with a grain of salt at this point. But she is involved in this game. The character artist is involved in this game. So take that for what it's worth. This is just another failing upward situation. If you look here from Master to TDS, he says, unfortunately, it's still carrying the Sweet Baby Inc. stink. The tweet cited in the article has been deleted, and this post is one of the only records left. Even Narcissus, now with Brass Lion, makers of Wu-Tang game tied to SBI, confirmed he worked on Wolverine with Kim Belair, and SBI themselves publicly posted about it at the time. A source of ours told us that Sony had largely cut ties with SBI, but I believe they are still involved with the game as far as I know. So the information has been all over the place, right? At first, it was SBI's involved, which they were because we know they were because they talked about it and they put it on their website and they put it on their Twitter. So we know they were involved. The question is whether or not they're still involved. And there are conflicting reports of whether or not Sony has actually gotten rid of them or not gotten rid of them. I'm going to tell you my personal opinion. This is not confirmed or not, I can't confirm or deny, but it's in my personal opinion that these people are still actively working on this game. It's my opinion that that's happening. The reason why is because SBI has gone above and beyond to ensure that most, if not all, of their AAA games are hidden from public sight. They will advertise the indie games that they work on, but they're not advertising their AAA games that they're working on, because this is probably a new rule that they've made internally at their company to avoid backlash from people until the very last second. So when people buy these games not realizing SBI has worked on it, then they beat the game and they get to the credits and they see diversity consultants, SBI on there. Then you got the bait and switch. Right now, they're in the point in time where they're trying to bait and switch people and trying to be as non-transparent as possible as they can be. So for me, I truly believe that they're still working on this game, but I have no proof of that. I can't say for certain they are, and I can't say for certain that there aren't, right? And neither can Master the TDS, which he clarifies here as well. So at this point, considering what we're seeing, I'm going to tell you my honest opinion. When it comes to Wolverine, I am completely in the middle, right? When it comes to the trailer, I appreciated how violent it was. I appreciate how bloody it was, but I can't shake the fact that it's just Spider-Man reskinned. I can't shake the fact that Insomniac Games, and I'll tell you like this, you want the truth? Here's the truth. Even if SBI is not involved with Insomniac Games, you would be out of your mind if you didn't think that people at Insomniac Games don't ideologically think like SBI. So even if you get rid of SBI, it does not matter, folks. SBI, from the mindset perspective, is still in Insomniac Games. They're still heavily leaning towards the mindset that SBI has. And they have certain writers that think like SBI. They have certain people that defended SBI. None of that's going to change. Even if they fire SBI, none of that is going to change. So at this point, if you want to not buy the game because it has SBI in it, that's your right. That's, you do what you got to do. If you want to, wait for a review on the game, you're more than welcome to. You do what you want to do with your money. But in my opinion, firing SBI or not, it's not going to change a fucking thing, because we've proven through multiple different conversations about this game, through all the different leaks and all the people that have been known to be working on this game, that this game has been ideologically captured from the beginning. I'm sorry to tell you, the game has been ideologically captured from the beginning. So it's up to you to make the decision that's best for you at this point in time. So in terms of Mystique, we're going to find out. But, looking at these screenshots from an account called Mr. Bug, says, anyways, here's Mystique in Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, Fortnite, and the Wolverine Origins game. You can clearly see that she was given so much better treatment in the past. It really is quite unfortunate. So you guys let me know in the comments down below with this video. What do you think about Marvel's Wolverine from Insomniac Games? Are you for it? Are you against it? Are you in the middle? Let me know whatever that may be in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this video. And if you enjoyed it, consider hitting that like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Holy fuck, that sucked. Talking that much that quickly. That's okay. We made it happen, boys. We made it happen. We got Joker with a 5. I don't know about it being a reskin Spider-Man, but it definitely looks like it has the same feel as the Wolverine Origins game. Bro, it is going to be a reskin Spider-Man. I'm sorry to tell you. It's going to be... There is no doubt about it in my mind, brother. It is going to be a reskin Spider-Man. Obviously, there's going to be combat differences because it's Wolverine and it's not Spider-Man. So it's going to be more brutal and not so much powers based or anything like that. But look at the way Wolverine's running around town. It's literally the same as Spider-Man. It's the same shit. It's the same shit. But we'll see. We got Dragon with a 5. HR Amanda Waller got a hold of Mystique SBI. There you go. We'll see. We'll see. Mystique definitely looks, again, it could be the angle, it could be the trailer. So I'm a little bit reserved right now. But this does not look like what got leaked. Every other character looks the same as what was leaked, except for Mystique. Sincerely. So I guess we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening from there. But yeah, it's not looking good. Not looking good. Let me see. Anything on Rumble? I don't think so. And then we're ready to get into the next topic. T-Jap, let me know how far we are from tier 1, tier 2. We're about to talk about Nintendo right now. Let's go into Nintendo and cover that and see what's going on here with good old Nintendo. Fucking Nintendo, man. Hero says video games are cooked, man. Diablo says, why does she look like Kamala? That's crazy. That's crazy. Holy shit. Why does she look like Kamala? Is well. T-Jab says we have hit tier 1. We are 183.71 from tier 2. Thank you, T-Jab. I appreciate that, bro. We have saved tier 1. Thank you so much, guys. You guys are amazing. I appreciate you guys being patient with me as I took a little bit of a break. I would have taken longer, but I want to get back to it. So, Adair Soto with a $20. He says, I give them 6 to 7 months before one of their own people start coming on social media and start off the narcissist and their ideology, because these people don't know how to stay quiet. They love attention. So fun fact, that's already happened. Right? Fun fact, that's already happened. So that's already happened because one of the writers, I forgot her name, pink-haired girl, absolute psycho, went on a tirade about Wolverine and Sweet Baby Inc. back when that happened. I mean, this shit's been happening for a while, which is why I'm so shocked that people are surprised at what they're seeing, because a lot of what we are seeing, we already knew. We already knew. We had all the information. I mean, the game got fucking leaked. Like a playable build of the game got leaked. It's that bad. You know what I mean? So we already knew. But I mean, I guess whatever, listen, you could talk about a subject for a year straight and people will still not know about it. So that's just how it goes. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm calling it right now, though. There will be Mystique missions, and they will be this game's version of Mary Jane missions. I'm telling you right now. Stealth missions. You got to sneak around as somebody else, stealth takedown people, all kind of stuff. Adair Soto, thank you so much, brother, for the $20 banger. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you. That helps out a lot. Let's get into the content. Let's talk about Nintendo. Oh, man. Nintendo. Actually, hold on. I want to bring up one more screen to really drive home what's going on here at Nintendo. The internet's blowing up about this. They are blowing up about this because people are not happy. Let's see. Actually, Legal Mindset says it perfectly. She might be Nintendo's version of Kathleen Kennedy. That is an amazing way to put it, bro. Amazing way to put it. She might be Nintendo's Kathleen Kennedy. Oof. You are not lying there, bro. All right, so we're going to talk about Nintendo. Obviously, people have problems with Doug Bowser. But the funny thing is, even though people have problems with Doug Bowser, I always tell you guys, just remember, you may hate this person, but there's always someone worse that's going to replace them because the person you hate is training their replacement. These COOs, CEOs, all these high tier positions, they train their replacements. So if you think they're bad, chances are they're going to be replaced by someone much worse, right? And I think that's what we're getting here. So we'll see. So you could celebrate it. You could celebrate it, but I would just be a little bit concerned, probably. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So today we are going to be talking about Doug Bowser retiring from Nintendo. So he has actually announced a successor, and we're going to get into that in a second. Now, Doug Bowser is the current COO of the company and also the president of the company as well. But his COO position is being replaced by his successor, who is none other than this woman right here, Devin Pritchard. Now, Devin Pritchard has been with the company for a while now. There's multiple videos right now that are going viral on X showcasing her previous work with Nintendo. But at this point, people are going to have their opinions. A lot of people are going to be like, RIP Nintendo, Nintendo's cooked, Nintendo's fucked at this point. And sure, you might definitely have a point. Legal Mindset puts it really nicely over here. And I kind of wanted to cover this particular tweet from Legal Mindset because not only is it hilarious, but it's also very accurate. Legal Mindset says, will Devin Pritchard turn Nintendo around or become the Nintendo's version of Kathleen Kennedy? Will she fix the disastrous lawfare and DEI campaigns of Pokemon, or will they intensify? I got to be honest with you. I don't think she's fixing a fucking thing. So Nintendo is a company that, yes, they're practicing massive amounts of lawfare right now. They're not going to suddenly stop, right? Nintendo has decades worth of lawfare under their belt. This is how they supposedly protect their IP when really it's not protecting their IP. It's stifling competition, but they'll like to gaslight you into thinking it's protecting their IP. And sure, there are some situations where Nintendo has sued people that have actually stolen their IP. They've sued Chinese companies that have literally stolen Pokemon games and put it under a different name. That's fine. That's totally fine. But the lawsuit against Palworld is absolute bullshit for a multitude of reasons, and everybody knows that. Even Nintendo knows that, which is why they're doing it. They're doing it in the hopes to stifle competition and to stop another Palworld from existing and the current one to slowly die away. Now, with all that being said, let's talk about Doug Bowser leaving Nintendo and actually retiring. So Doug Bowser, the current CEO of Nintendo of America, is retiring at the end of the year, with his successor already named. So I'm getting conflicting reports. Some reports say he's CEO. Some reports say he's COO. I don't really know at this point, but to my knowledge, it's the COO position that's being replaced. This news comes after the company held a Nintendo Direct earlier this month. Doug Bowser has been a part of Nintendo since 2015, taking over for Reggie Fils-Aime as CEO in 2019. In his time at Nintendo, he shipped both the Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2. Aptly last name Bowser has been a staple Nintendo Directs and a fan favorite figure. In a press release by Nintendo, the company announced that on December 31st, 2025, Doug Bowser will be retiring from Nintendo of America. He will be succeeded by Devin Pritchard, a current member of the NOA leadership team. A statement from Doug Bowser about his retirement is below. Now, again, I've told you guys before, many times over, always be very wary about wanting people replaced. I know Doug Bowser wasn't liked by a lot of people. I get that. But people like Doug Bowser, like I say all the time, will train their replacement, and they will ensure that whoever replaces them is just as bad as they were in all the ways that you hated him, if not probably worse, right? So this is a prime example of replacement where he's probably been making her ready for this position for the longest time now. And a lot of people are going to be highly upset because it's the woman in charge. But at the end of the day, she's going to think like him, talk like him, do exactly everything like him, but probably worse. One of my earliest video game experiences was playing the arcade version of Donkey Kong. This is what he said. States Bowser. Since that time, all things Nintendo have continued to be a passion for both me and my family. Leading Nintendo of America has been the honor of a lifetime, and I am proud of what our team has accomplished in both business results and the experiences that we've created for consumers. Now it's time for the next generation of leadership, and Devin's track record speaks for itself. Bowser says she is an exceptional leader, and her promotion is a testament to her strong performance and strategic contributions to the company's growth. I have full confidence that she will guide the company to even greater heights. In his stead as president, Devin Pritchard would take on the role. She currently serves as the executive vice president of revenue, marketing, and consumer experience. A statement from her can be found below. Okay, here we go. Here's what she said. I am humbled and excited to take on this new role, states Pritchard. Doug has been a fantastic mentor, and I look forward to building on the incredible foundation he has helped establish with characters and worlds that offer something for everyone. My focus will be continuing to build on Nintendo's legacy of surprising and delighting our longtime fans, while at the same time welcoming new players into the Nintendo family. So she's going to be CEO, bro. Oh, man, that changes everything. That changes everything because I initially got reports that she was going to be the COO. Now I'm getting reports from Insider Gaming saying she's going to be the CEO. If she's going to be the CEO, people are not going to be happy about this. I can already tell from some of the comments I've read on Twitter. The managerial switch-up is sure to be a surprise to some fans. However, as mentioned before, Bowser will continue to stay as CEO of Nintendo of America until December 31st, 2025. Still, it's likely we'll be hearing more soon enough, especially if another Nintendo Direct arrives before the year ends. And then says, what do you think about Doug Bowser's sudden retirement? How do you think it will impact Nintendo of America? So, again, if she's CEO, COO, whatever the case may be, all I know is that she is going to be replacing his position, whatever that may be. She is going to be succeeding him for Nintendo of America in whatever fashion that may be. So if that's COO, CEO, whatever, it is what it is. At this point, you know, some people are saying that she's going to be COO and some other dude from Japan is the CEO. At this point, I don't really know. According to his LinkedIn, apparently he is marked as COO and CEO presently, according to some comments. So I really don't know what's going to go on here. But what I will say is this. People are clearly not very happy about this. People are going to be screaming all kinds of things, right? DEI and all that stuff. I don't necessarily know if you can classify this as DEI, considering how long she's been with the company. But I will say that the decision was made purposefully with a reason. And you can say she was best for the role. I'm going to say she was best groomed for the role, right? I think at this point, they wanted another Doug Bowser, and they got it. And it just happened to be a female. And at this point, now the question is, like Legal Mindset says, the question is, does she turn the company around, or does she continue to do, you know, the same nonsense has been happening for the longest time at this point? I'm going to safely say she's going to continue the same nonsense, in my opinion. There's no doubt about it. She will 100% continue the same bullshit that Nintendo has been doing. I don't see them doing anything different, right? A lot of the lawfare comes from Nintendo of Japan, not necessarily Nintendo of America, but still, Nintendo of America has a very, very different ideology than they did many years ago. If you look at their website, they openly advocate for DEI policies. It's literally on their website. So I don't know why people look at Nintendo of America as if it's some like non-DEI company. Like, no, it absolutely is. It's more than Nintendo of Japan ever will be, but it's still, at the end of the day, it is. There's no doubt about it. Colin says, honestly, I thought Bowser's replacement would be named Mario. Oh, come on, bro. Dad joke in the middle of this? Nintendo doesn't own the Pokemon company, laugh at my ass, so they share the IP with Game Freak and Creatures. TPCI can hire whoever they want, as far as I understand it. Legal Mindset says they have a 32% share as a significant stakeholder. They have a voice in their direction, particularly at a higher level. I do not have any faith. However, her resume says a lot since she was active in a lot of business decisions, even when Reggie and Awada were at the company. She is a big we shall see. See, and that's my point, right? So that's my take on this, right? She's been with the company for a long time. She obviously knows Nintendo at this point. It's not like they're putting a newbie in there who doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. She knows what she's doing. It's just whether or not what she's doing is going to be consumer friendly or whether it's going to be, for the company. And obviously it's going to be for the company. She's going to do exactly what Nintendo wants her to do. That's why she's in the position. If they thought she wouldn't do what they wanted her to do, she would not be in that position right now. So that's how I see it. She's basically, you know how we have yes men? Well, she's a yes woman at this point. Benjamin says, I'll let Agent Pikachu decide. Holy shit, that's insane. Legal Mindset, apparently Satoru Shibatsu will be the new president, I think, of Nintendo America, so we'll see, but I'm kind of nervous about this. So long, Gay Bowser. What is so hard about finding someone who's actually played a video game at least once in their lives? It's because these companies are not ran by gamers. These companies are ran by suits. This is why a lot of the decisions that are made for the companies are made without the gamer in mind. They don't make decisions that are best for the gamer. They make decisions that are best for the suits. That's why these companies are run the way that they are, right? Very few studios, very few corporations that are in the gaming industry are run by people that are actually gamers, right? Very few. It used to be back in the day where you had studios like Blizzard. They were ran by people who were fucking nerds, right? People who play video games every day. Right? Everybody remembers the story of Jeff Kaplan, right? Jeff Kaplan and him staging a protest in EverQuest because he was fucking pissed at the developers, eventually catching the eye of Blizzard. I mean, those stories are unheard of now. You don't really get those stories anymore of nerds that get hired by major companies to run video games like that anymore. It just doesn't happen too often. There are some out there that do. Most of them are indie, but still, at this point, in terms of AAA, you're not really going to get those stories anymore. So I guess we'll see what ends up happening. This is like the comment says, this is going to be a wait and see situation because, again, she has Nintendo history, Nintendo experience. She could be good. She could be bad. It's literally a 50-50 at this point. But for me personally, I wouldn't hold my breath. If Nintendo put her in the position, they know exactly what she's going to do, and she knows exactly what she's going to do as well. So you guys let me know in the comments down below. What do you think about this whole situation with Nintendo? What do you think about this particular woman becoming the COO, CEO, whatever the fuck she's going to become? What do you think about Devin becoming and taking over for Doug Bowser? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. And if you enjoyed it, consider hitting that like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Sir Spamalot says, hired by the FBI. That's crazy. That's crazy. Camchi with a $4.99. Son of a... God damn it. How many rewrite letter I have to make? Fan figure my ass. Does Doug have some secret share in his replacement? I knew it was too good to be true. Yeah, I mean, at this point, bro, I don't really know what to tell you. Like, again, she's in that position for a reason, and it's not going to be anything good. Not for the consumer, anyway. Peaches and Cream with a 5. The Nintendo CEO replacement reminds me of Chicago Mayor Beetlejuice. Lightfoot being replaced by Brandon Johnson, who is worse. It's always somebody worse. That's why I keep telling people there's always somebody worse. You can not like Doug Bowser. You can want him to be gone. You can want him to be fired. But there's always somebody worse. And that person that's worse was trained by the person you hate. Camchi with 189. This is the end of video games. Game over, man. I don't think this is the end of video games. Personally, I think there's a lot of good video games out there. A lot of bad ones too, unfortunately. You know, it's kind of like anytime something goes mainstream, this is why I tell people, right? Anytime something goes mainstream, there's a lot more opportunities in that particular whatever that may be. When it comes to anime, when anime became mainstream, you got a lot more anime than you ever did before. But what happens with that is that even though you're getting a lot more anime, the truth is that you're getting a lot more bad anime, but you're also getting a lot more good anime, right? So you kind of have to weigh the pros and cons and sift through the nonsense. It's the same thing with the gaming industry. You got to sift through all the bullshit. There's a lot of bullshit, especially in AAA. There's a lot of bullshit in AAA, which is where all the money's at. Where if you follow the money, you follow the ideology, you follow the bullshit. So a lot of the bullshit is going to be in AAA for that reason. But there's a lot of good games out there, man. You know, I was playing when I was taking a break. I was obsessed. I don't know who gifted it to me. I'm sorry, I forgot. But whoever gifted to me Deep Rock, what is it called? Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. Fuck you. That game is highly addicting. Highly addicting. I could not stop playing that game. I was playing the shit out of that game. And it's such a simple fucking game, but it's amazing. It's so fun. It's so fun. So again, it all depends. There's so many good games out there, but you know, you have to just pay attention, look around you, and realize the signs and see the bullshit. You know, that's all it is. Exactly, Jeremiah. There has to be balance in the force. I agree. What game again? It's called Deep Rock. Let me get the exact name. Hold on. It's so good. I've been playing it nonstop. Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. So good. That game is so good. I was having so much fun with that. Yeah, exactly. This Mad Joe. Hold on, Mad Joe. Guys, Mad Joe, this comment right here is exactly what I'm saying. True, there are still a lot of good games. That's why it's easy to boycott. Exactly. Right? So there are so many good games out there, right? That there is no reason, unless it's one of your favorite franchises of all time, there is no reason that you should be running out there and paying full price for any game day one, right? That's what the reviewers do, right? That's what the YouTubers do, the streamers do. They do that so that you don't have to do that. But the truth is that you don't have to do it. Like, before I became a streamer, I wasn't doing that shit. Before I became a streamer, I waited at least a minimum. I was talking about this on Griffcast. I waited at least a minimum of like a year. Unless it was a Final Fantasy game, I waited a minimum of a year before I even looked at buying a game. Minimum 50% off. Like, did not care. Right? My backlog was fucking packed. There was no reason for me to be running out there and trying to buy every game at full price. There's just no reason. It was just going to sit anyway. Right? So I always tell people, man, you absolutely have to sift through the bullshit and realize that all of your backlogs are huge, I'm sure. Most of you. It should be very easy to say, you know what? I'm good. I don't got to buy that. You know? Let me catch up. Shout out to Matt Joe. Great comment. Camchi with a 189 suffered the pressure of Nintendo completely fallen. I don't know. Maybe I just don't have the love for Nintendo that a lot of people have, where seeing something like this doesn't really affect me that much. But I can understand the concern. I can understand why people are worried about it. I get that. Totally get that. Deep Rock is a roguelike. Fuck my life. So so Deep Rock Galactic Survivor is actually an auto shooter. It's an auto shooter. It's I wouldn't call it a tower defense because there's no towers. It's an auto shooter. So you can call it roguelike in a way, but really it's an auto shooter. It's a lot of fun. I'm telling you, a lot of fun. It's got gear in it too and everything. It's a lot of fun. It's more fleshed out than Achilles Survivor, and I like Achilles Survivor too. So, all right, we are fully caught up. Let me check Rumble really quick. Shout out to Rumble. Where you at? Gray the Merchant with $1. New CEO is sus as hell. Another Kathleen Kennedy on top of ninjas. F you. The virus is complete. RIP. So glad I got my copy of Digimon Ultimate Edition. Well, so glad I stopped buying Nintendo PC Master Race. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you. PC Master Race. I feel that one. Dizajis says this year between Steam and retro console games, I'm good. Yeah. Yeah. The problem with retro is that retro is a great hobby to have. It's so much fun, very nostalgic. But retro has been weaponized lately. And it is unfucking believably expensive. Unbelievably expensive, like unfairly expensive. So unfortunately, the ease of entry into retro has become a lot harder for people compared to what it was a few years ago. So that's the unfortunate part. Otherwise, you know, it's really fun. It's a lot of fun. You know, getting all the old PS1 games or getting the old Sega Genesis games or anything like that. Like, it's a lot of fun. But retro has gotten stupid fucking expensive. So yeah. Especially if you want to do Nintendo, Godspeed. Godspeed if you want to do Nintendo Retro. You are not good. Not good. It was because of COVID. You're right. COVID, everybody became content creators and they started buying up and reselling retro games, and it became super popular on YouTube, and collectors wanted to, start hoarding shit, and it's just it all goes hand in hand. Some of these games have gone up exponentially in just 2 years. It's crazy. So White Hell Day says most games are crap these days. Stop watching anime years ago. I really wouldn't say most games are crap. I would say this: if you think most games are crap, I would probably expand your horizons a little bit, because there are some games that I've started playing that I never would have played initially, but I decided to give them a shot. And to be fair, they were gifted to me, so it's easier to say that. But I gave them a shot. And I'm like, oh wow, this is actually a lot of fucking fun. And now I love auto shooters. I think they're fun. Obviously, tower defense I have a lot of fun with. I used to just be a strict RPG or looter game kind of personal MMORPG, but there's a lot of shit out there that is a lot of fun, man, and pretty rewarding too. But I get the sentiment. I get the sentiment. Let's see. All right, we're fully caught up, boys. We're gonna do the waifu battle. We're gonna try to hit tier 2 to the best of our ability. I think we're like 160 away or something like that. Shout out to all you guys who watch for the content. Thank you so much for supporting me on my stream back. I appreciate it. If you're new here, we stream every day, Sunday through Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow we have another stream as well. Join us 9 p.m. Eastern. And then this Saturday we have Saturday Night Hypnosis, our panel stream, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come hang out with us at that point. Would love to see you there. It'll be a lot of fun. And yeah, that's basically it, man. Hopefully I wasn't talking too terribly today. Let's have some fun. Let's do the waifu battle and let's do our thing, boys. Here we go. All right, boys. Waifu Battle is here. Now, if you guys are unaware, Nami is still the Waifu Battle champion, boys. I mean, at this point, I don't know what to do. I have no idea what to do. Obviously, we got to keep trying new waifus, so that's what we're gonna do today. But goddamn, man, this woman is destroying harder than I could have even possibly imagined. So we'll see what happens with the new challenger. But before we do that, let's go over the rules, man. Rule number 1. All super chats during the waifu battle can and will count with a particular waifu. But the only way that it's going to count is if you put the name of the waifu in the super chat first. You got to put the name first. If you do not put the name of the waifu in the super chat first, then it will not count. It does not matter how big they are. If you super chat after the fact and you put the name of the waifu, you forgot to put the first time first, then I will make it count. Rule number 2. You can vote for any waifu regardless of who's on the screen. It doesn't matter. You can vote for the champion, who is Nami, or you can vote for the challenger, who you're about to find out. It doesn't matter who's on stream at the time. Last but not least, after the second waifu comes off screen, I'm going to do a 30-second countdown. After that 30-second countdown, no more super chats are going to count. It doesn't matter how big they are. And the last super chat that shows up on my screen is going to be the one that counts. So please, if you're going to vote early and vote hard, ladies and gentlemen. Do we understand the rules? I already put Nico Robin against Nami, and she got decimated, bro. She got fucking decimated. It wasn't even close. Seriously. It wasn't even close. All right, boys, listen. We got to bring out a new waifu. We have to bring out a new waifu, somebody who's never been in the waifu battle before, I believe anyway. This particular waifu is from a anime manga that a lot of you guys probably know. I would hope, anyway. Let's see if we could bring her out and see if she stands any chance against Nami. His comment's great. Sorry, boss. I don't speak Puerto Rican. Fucking guy. Shout out to you. Hey, we just got a Toasty raid on Rumble. That's perfect timing, man. Perfect timing. Shout out to Toasty. Thank you so much for the raid on Rumble. All right, guys, listen. Let's bring out the challenger. And let's see if she stands any chance against the legendary Nami, who is going to be none other than the one and the only Juvia from Fairy Tail. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start the clock and let's see who is going to win. The names are on the bottom. Is it going to be Nami or is it going to be Juvia? Let me know. We got a Fairy Tail waifu in the battle. We got a Fairy Tail waifu in the battle, ladies and gentlemen. Anubis, the lost lefty, with a 2 says Nami bricked. Of course. Of course. Of course you would say that. Crash Collins with a 5 over on Rumble says Nami right off the bat. Right off the bat. Shout out to shout out to Crash Collins. This guy was holding on, man. Virlis says, can't I choose both? You could super chat and split the super chat evenly. Chief Daniel with a $50 mega banger says Nami. Strawberry shorty cake. Also, it's my birthday too. Honestly, vote Nami. Yo. Holy shit. Happy birthday to Chief Daniel. Happy birthday, bro. Thank you so much for the 50. You didn't have to give it to me on your birthday. Holy shit, man. Everybody wish, while you're gooning and voting, everybody wish Chief Daniel happy birthday. Shout out to you. Ron DFK with a 2. Liara or PB. Blue Bees for the win. Wow. Mervoth with a 10 says Nami, Supreme Redhead. She makes my One Piece grow. You don't say. Twisted Master with a 2. Nami to bring out Masato Katsuragi. LOL, bro. At this point, I'm going to have to bring out Masato. I'm going to have to. If Juvia does not get it done, which is crazy, by the way, because it's a Fairy Tail, like, waifu. How do you not like Fairy Tail waifu? Anubis Hades with a 2. Nami, I didn't know my left knew how to type, question mark. You get surprised every day. Super Sprouts with a 2. Juvia, fingers crossed. Considering that's the only vote, I don't know, brother. I don't know. We need a big hitter. We need a big hitter to come on out. Yo, we got Dragon with the 5. There we go. Dragon with a 5 says Juvia, drip, drip, drop Nami. Let's go. Let's go. Let's try our best. Mervoth with a 2. Nami, how many wins does she have? Too many. Too many. I gotta start asking T-Jap how long before she takes the record. Seriously. I don't know. We'll see. But way too many wins, man. This girl is kicking so much ass. I never saw it coming. Hopefully somebody fights for Juvia. We shall see. I mean, we're also trying to hit tier 2 also, so there's that. Chief Daniel got us pretty close. We're about $100 some odd away now. Shout out to Jania, man. Daniel, thank you so much, bro. Chaotic Holy says, I hate Nami, minus 5,000. That's insane. That's insane. All right, boys. It's time to bring down Juvia. And we're going to put onto the screen the one and the only Nami, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start the clock and let's see who is going to win. Is it going to be Nami or is it going to be Juvia? Let's find out. Holy shit. Timeout. Torino with a $50 mega banger on Rumble voted for Juvia. If Nami doesn't take a beat, Hypno may fear guest showings. And then Deadeye's Lock with a 2 for Juvia. Here's for tier 2. Holy shit. Juvia's back in the fight, boys. And then Megadon with a 2. Juvia, bro, just bring the high school DD girls. They're overpowered as fuck. Little Miss Hypnotic for 28 months says Steam gift. Oh, I gotta check that. I'll check that right after the Waifu Battle. Thank you, Torinol, Deadeye's Lock, Megadon, Little Miss Hypnotic. Girthy Banana with a 5. Wow, this event reminds me of Cosplay Queens, which you can catch every Monday night at 9 p.m.-ish. Monkey Standard Time. Juvia One Piece is overrated. I'm sure it does remind you of that. Mr. Melancholy with a 2 says Nami. Let's go. Let's go. Ali Kusanagi. Ali Kusanagi with a $20 banger says Juvia. Let's fucking go. They're coming out now. Oh shit. The Nami fans, you guys are behind. You guys are behind. They're coming out now, boys. I can help with that with a 189 says Juvia. Let's go. Little Miss Hypnotic is in there for a 2 says Juvia. Let's go. Oh shit. They're coming out now, boys. The Mervoth with a 10 says Nami. Damn melons. This is why it'll take an ecchi waifu to best her. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. We got Toxin with a 269. Juvia. I don't have anything Sly to slay. Sad face. There you go. I guess that's better than nothing. Shout out to Toxin. Thank you for that. And just like that, Juvia's in the lead, potentially going to dethrone Nami. You love to see it, man. You love to see it. Roll Some Joint says, can we get Rangigu from Bleach in the next waifu battle? She would be unstoppable. You say that. You say that, but that's been proven false. Girthy Banana with a 5. Juvia for both supers. Okay. Okay, so both supers for Juvia. All right. Chief Danye for a $25 banger says Nami haters. Oh shit. And we just hit tier 2. Holy shit. Chief Danye, thank you so much for the $25 banger. And then the Mervog with a $20 banger says Nami orange dono to match the hair. Oh shit. The Nami fans have came back and they're trying to make this a close fight. They are trying to make this a close fight to the best of their ability. But Nami is back in the lead barely. Nami is back in the lead barely. We got Twisted Master with a 10 saying Nami with all of his chest. Shout out to Twisted Master. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate that. This became awfully close. This became awfully close. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Nami's coming off screen. And now it's time for the final countdown. Who is going to win? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Bro, what the fuck just happened? What the fuck just happened? Oh my god, dude. Chief Danye with a $20 banger says Nami Mommy Gok Gok. That's crazy. That's crazy. The Mervoth with a 10 says Nami. Shout out to the Mervoth. Thank you. Black Tailgate with a 10 says Juvia. Thank you, Black Tailgate. Thank you, Black Tailgate. I appreciate that. Little Miss Hypnotic with a $20 banger says Juvia. Thank you, Little Miss Hypnotic. I appreciate that. Bro. Oh my god, dude. I don't even know what to say to this. Holy fuck, bro. What do I even say to that? Laughing man with a $500 Red Boy Ultra Hyper Mega Super Kamehameha Banger says Nami with all of his chest. And then he dad joked us, which makes it even funnier. He says, also, what did the cops say after shooting a ginger? I guess orange is the new black. Wow. Wow. Orange is the new black. Laughing man. You know, this was a very close fight. Up until you literally dropped your fucking nuts on the entire chat. Juvia was right there, man. Juvia was right there. We had some chair shots for Juvia. We had some chair shots for Nami. Actually, we had the equivalent. 20 for Juvia, 20 for Nami. 10 for Juvia, 10 for Nami. God damn, chair shot. And then he just said, fuck all of you. Oh my God, bro. I'm going to have to bring out someone really overpowered. Straight up. I'm going to have to bring out someone unbelievably overpowered. Because what Laughing Man just did was overpowered. But I think he's banned for the next 48 hours. So, that means Nami could go away tomorrow. Holy shit, man. Yeah, he didn't use he didn't use a chair. He didn't use a chair shot. He used a fucking tank, bro. He used a tank. Like literally rolled up to the ring, Stone Cold Steve Austin style, with a fucking tank. God damn, bro. Holy shit. Why was Laughing Man banned? I didn't ban him. I'm just saying YouTube's gonna ban him because you can't once you hit $500, you can't do anymore for like 48 hours. In the waifu battle, we got Juvia with $120.76 against Nami with oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. $668.58. Oh my God. That's going to go down in the record books as such a massive difference. Which means the winner and still Waifu Battle champion is none other than the one and the only Nami, ladies and gentlemen. D-Jeff, I need to know how close she is, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. Let's do it one more time, ladies and gentlemen. One more time. Holy shit. At this point, I think it's safe to say I'm coping and seething. I don't know about anyone else, but I'm definitely coping.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething.
And that's going to be it for the Waifu Battle, ladies and gentlemen. Nami's going to go backstage where she will face off against another waifu tomorrow. Hypnocast, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Do not miss it. Tomorrow's Battle of Champions. Battle of Champions. So let's make sure we do it, ladies and gentlemen. Really quick, 2 things. Number 1, I got to catch up on Super Chats. Number 2, I got to catch up on Gifted Games. I think Little Miss Hypnotic gifted a game. Let's see. Little Miss Hypnotic gifted Asteroids Recharge. Says our childhood with better graphics. Nice. That's the arcade shooter. Very nice. I remember these, man. These are so epic. Thank you so much, Little Miss Hypnotic. I appreciate that. Laughing Man wants the McDuggins video. I could probably give that to you on the way out. Let me see if I still have it on my computer. Hold on. I want to say I do. I hope I do. I don't know. We'll see. I might have deleted it. Oh, no, I have it. I have it. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you on the way out. You got it. Let me just catch up on Super Chats. Twisted Master with a 5 says, GG, Laughing Man, and everyone, LOL. Mitsatsu Katsurage. Jesus. Sable Phoenix with a 2. Retire Nami by Fiat. Only Clippy can beat her now. That's not true. We're going to beat Nami somehow, some way. Girthy Banana with a 2. Now Hypno can feed his kids and that dang dog. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to feed the dog the Girthy Banana. How about that? I'm gonna feed the dog the banana. Shout out to Rumble again for the amazing support. Rumble went crazy, man. Torinol fucking killed it. Deadeye's Luck. Crash Collins, thank you guys. And shout out again to Toasty for the raid. Thank you so much, Toasty. I appreciate that. All right, boys, listen, we're fully caught up everywhere. Thank you guys so much for the amazing stream. I apologize for not being able to talk properly, but I appreciate it. Join me tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern. Also join me on Griffcast as well. 5 p.m. Eastern for some more Chronos. We're almost done with the game. And then we're going to be moving on to Silent Hill F after that. I know you guys are excited for that one. Lewis with a 2. Ahem, boss man. Mount Lady. Man. We'll see. We'll see. All right, boys. Thank you guys so much for liking the stream, commenting, spamming the chat, super chat, and gifting memberships. I appreciate it. And shout out to the Hypno Mods for doing what they do every single day. I appreciate you as well. Join me for the raid at the end. We're going to play the McDuggins song for Laughing Man. And then it's going to go right to the outro after that. So thank you guys so much for everything. I appreciate it. And I will see you on the next one. Until then, go be bigots and go be gooners. Bye.
In the darkest nights when hope was thin, there came a light and it pulled us in. With open arms and love in their eyes, so he sighed, McDuggins touched the skies. Oh, so he sighed, McDuggins, you're forever our star, shining bright, guiding us from afar. Your heart's so big, it embraced everyone. You're the hero we won't see gone. For every voice that's lost in the crowd, you stood tall, you were so proud, fighting demons with every breath. You showed us love that conquered death. heads held high. No more shadows when you're our sky. Your legacy lives in hearts and song. With your love we will belong. From every corner and every street, you made us whole, you made us complete. With every word and every stand, you carved a future with your hand. Oh, suicide made against your forever our star, shining bright, guiding us from afar. Your heart so big, it embraced everyone. You're the hero we won't see gone.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men. And I got news for you. That means you get.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Her dog or her cat was named Vagina. Vagina. Vagina.
Put a ticket in, make her gay. Suck it in, don't put a ticket in, make her lady gay. Fuck it again, put a ticket in, make her gay. It means put a chicken in that weenie and make her fucking gay. Fucking pronouns! Fucking pronouns! Fucking gender ambiguity! Fucking current day California shit! Even though we fucking know, 'cause we're boring! We're so fucking Twitter hole! Twitter hole! Get it right!
At the touch of the black man, I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life.